6 decades ago, the Diocese of Virginia established Virginia Diocesan Homes to address a recognized need for senior housing. This fledgling organization was instrumental in establishing continuing care communities in our diocese, some in collaboration with the Presbyterian Church. Now Virginia Diocesan Homes is moving into a new and expanded mission to serve our churches and members in today's changing world. This change is reflected in VDH's new name, Virginia Episcopal Real Estate Partners.
Many mainstream churches have experienced changes over the past several decades, and some of these challenges have been exacerbated by the pandemic. One thing that has not changed is the churches in the Diocese of Virginia are vital organizations living their faith through worship and engagement with their communities.
But it's also true that today's churches must be agile in determining and meeting their community needs. Some churches might welcome assistance, and this is where VREP can be helpful. What you might ask, what is Mission Real Estate Development? Mission Real Estate Development empowers churches to build sustainable financial capacity and enhance their community impact through the development of missional uses for their church land and property. Mission Real Estate Development is the process for a church to discern, plan, and implement a new way to realize its vision. We can already see examples of this in our diocese.
Church of the Resurrection is located in Alexandria's West End, an area of great social need in our city. In 2013, the church undertook a year-long discernment effort to determine what God was calling us to do. After considering some 20 scenarios for its future, Resurrection chose to meet an urgent community need by developing affordable housing. Resurrection demolished a church building that was larger than its current needs, substantial deferred maintenance. They built a new, smaller church building. The land that was now available, affordable housing building of 113 units was constructed and opened in 2021. Ground lease of a portion of the property used for the apartment building provided the funds for the construction of the new church building. Resurrection is now forging relationships with the residents of the Spire. We have welcomed many new congregants from our neighborhoods.
Other churches who have chosen an affordable housing ministry have used other models of how to use their church property, selling their property and relocating, building on a parking lot or other unused part of the land, or renting space in a newly constructed building. How can VREP help your church? While our history has been with housing, and we have several trustees with extensive experience in affordable housing, we are prepared to assist churches to explore all of the options for using their property, including new construction, reuse of existing buildings, and sale. Mission uses around the country include childcare, healthcare, feeding programs, and the arts. We have seed money available and a roster of consultants we can deploy, willing to work pro bono or for reduced fees in areas such as congregational discernment, development, real estate, appraisals, legal, and architecture. Our churches in the Diocese of Virginia are vital faith communities that are eager to find new ways to serve their community. Their physical assets in land and buildings may be the means to provide capital to succeed in that desire.
VREP worked with their congregational leadership to obtain a pre-planning study grant from Virginia Housing to explore options for our future, one of which was affordable housing. The feasibility study covers costs for an appraisal, surveys, investigating zoning and title restrictions and possibilities, reviewing the political climate, assessment of the existing buildings, and other factors to set out options for the congregation to consider.
It's a huge task, and Christ Ascension has no expertise within our congregation to conduct such a study. VREP brought the experience, talent, and funding to help us craft a vision for our future.
There is still a lot of work to be done, but VREP helped us take an important step forward.
VREP is currently undertaking similar analyses in other parishes to help churches build capacity to advance their ministry and serve God's people. We'd love to talk to you about your congregation, your hopes for the future, and how we might help.